Welcome to Fredo's Football Talk. I'm your host, Fredo. With me is DC. What up, DC?
What's going on, Fredo?
Man, right here, man. Just and also once again with that boy Jerron. What up, Jerron?
What's going on? Let's do this.
Man, y'all. Week 5 almost wrapped up, man. We got one more game for the night. So far, man, it's been kind of off. Well, what do your boys say about that? About this week, man? So far,
A lot of unexpected stuff happened this weekend.
Mhm.
You know, one or two that you thought would happen didn't even happen. Wasn't even close to happening the way you
Yeah.
thought of the game, the way you thought it would go. But that's the good thing about football. Surprises every week.
yeah, absolutely. Oh well, what about you, Jay? Well, what are your thoughts on week 5 so far, man?
Same thing. Weird game scripts, weird scores, weird people coming up with good games.
Yeah.
It was an entertaining week, but it felt different. It felt kind of rough to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, well, let's go off, man, and let's watch a game that didn't have no touchdowns whatsoever, man. We're talking about the Colts at the Denver Broncos. Let's talk about your game leaders on this one right here, man. Passing, your top passer for the Colts was Matt Ryan, with 251 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. And also from the Broncos side, you have Russell Wilson. He had 274 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns as well. And real quick, Matt Ryan threw for 41, completed 26. Russell Wilson threw for 39, completed 21. And your top rushers from the Colts, Jackson, 13 carries, 62 yards, no touchdowns. And then from the Broncos, you had Gordon, 15 carries, 54 yards, no touchdowns. And also receiving Pierce, eight catches, 81 yards, no touchdowns, and Sutton, five catches, 74 yards. Like I said, this game had no touchdowns, man. And so what do you think about this game, DC?
This one of the worst games I've ever seen.
I was about to say the
God
same
almighty, it was
thing.
terrible. It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
A field goal match. These two guys threw the ball 80 times and for a little bit over 500 yards.
Yeah.
Josh Allen threw the ball 36 times for 430-something yards on his own. And these teams are both in trouble. The Colts, they have a chance because they got Jonathan Taylor at some point. He'll probably come back. But Broncos, they're in trouble, especially with this Russell Wilson thing going on and all the money they gave him and what he's putting out on the field. They got big problems in Denver.
Broncos country. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what about you, Jerron? What do you think about this, man?
Yeah, it's the same thing. That was the worst game I've ever seen that I couldn't look away from.
Yeah.
I had to watch the game just because it was such a train wreck on both sides. Matt Ryan was getting abused the whole game. Russell Wilson was getting abused the whole game. They couldn't block. They couldn't function in the red zone. And then the killer part was the clutch performance that Russell Wilson put on was it. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to be the hero. He ended up being the villain. He gave the game away. I don't know. Like it got to the point where I couldn't sleep after watching that game because I was just thinking about what the hell did I just watch?
Yeah.
They got memes of Melvin Gordon looking at Russell Wilson like, dog, what the hell? What are you doing? But it was a terrible game. Both, like you said, Crab, both of these teams are in trouble. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know what they can do. Now they saying Russell Wilson was playing with a shoulder injury. I would say that too after their performance.
Damn right. Yeah.
Like watching it, I felt like
We
I
need
had
an
a
excuse
shoulder
for that one.
injury. Yeah, you need an excuse. You need something because all that money,
Yes.
that check might bounce, bro.
Yeah. So both teams, man, like with time of possession are pretty equally, man. Like the Colts had 34 minutes and the Broncos had 32, almost 33, and both quarterbacks threw 2 interceptions, man.
Oh, that's bad.
So yeah, that's very bad, and both of them like you said, Jerron, they're just complimenting each other with just bad
Yeah,
plays.
bad play.
Whoever had the kickers on fantasy on these two teams right here, man, they made the most points,
They
man.
cleaned up.
Yeah, man. So
They did.
it's crazy, man. Like it's crazy that the fan base from Denver, man, like usually they're very loyal, man, but
Yeah.
they were leaving by
They
the second half.
they left.
Yeah.
Halftime
Yeah.
came around, the whole stadium emptied out pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Hackett to get fired.
Yeah.
That's my
Mhm.
that's my favorite. To him and Rule,
Yeah.
my favorites to be the first coach fired.
You know, you just looking at this game, you think it was snowing or something.
Right.
By the score.
Or
What's
super
going on?
windy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, you go back to the first game of the year when Nathaniel Hackett, he made a decision at the end to kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Everybody gave him hell.
Mhm.
Why didn't you give Russ a chance to win the game for you? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This week, he gives Russ a chance to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
What does Russ do? He throws in the coverage when he's got a wide open receiver standing over there.
Butt naked.
But
yeah.
naked, wide open, man.
Yeah, wide open.
And you make this call. So it's a little bit on both. Some people gonna blame Hackett, and
Yeah.
some people gonna blame Russ. But I put all that on Russ.
Yeah.
This game right here, that was bad. That was
Yeah,
bad, man.
and you know about that play DC just mentioned. After the play was done, that receiver took off his helmet and just slammed that
Yeah.
shit
He
to
should
the
have.
floor.
Yeah.
And you know, like, but do you think that he was in the right for doing that at that moment?
Oh, absolutely.
You think so?
The frustration,
Like,
yeah.
they're getting frustrated.
Mhm.
Russell Wilson's already wearing thin on them
Mhm.
with the let's ride, all
Yeah.
that corniness and
Yep.
all the antics, being in the commercials, doing the TikTok.
Mm.
I'm sure his teammates are looking like, man, we could have kept that. What's that other quarterback they gave
Oh,
up for?
Lock was it Lock?
Lock,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Drew Lock.
We could have kept him, and
Yeah.
we would have
Done this. We
the
could've done
same
this.
predicament.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
would have had
And save your first round picks
you're right,
Yep.
and a bunch of money.
and a bunch of money.
And your tight end you sent away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one more thing also, man, like all that, all that money to put into Russ, man, it's a lot. But right now, I think Geno looks better than Russ right
Oh
now.
yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Oh no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, Seattle smiling their asses off right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
They won.
Yeah,
To this point, they won.
So far, yeah,
Yeah, to this point, they
absolutely,
won.
man. You
I
thought
don't
the
know
picks were
about
winning?
winning. They this highway robbery. They robbed the Broncos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for real, man.
All right, guys, you guys ain't got any more about this before
Man,
we
that
move
was a
on?
bad game.
It was a bad
It was a
game, man.
bad game.
So, and the thing about it, both of these teams,
Yeah.
they come in, these Super Bowl caliber teams just need a quarterback. Both
Right,
of these
yeah.
teams.
Yeah,
And now, and look
Yeah.
what they got.
yeah.
The coach been chasing the quarterback for 5 years.
Yep.
Ever since Luck
Ever
left,
since
they
Luck
had a
hung
different
up,
quarterback in like every year to start. And they've been a quarterback away.
Yeah.
But they just hadn't been able to find the right quarterback. They've been recycling quarterbacks and they hadn't been able to find it. So it's just a matter of time for that team. They're going to be rebuilding
Yeah.
because they running out of time. The team is
Yeah.
ready made. Both of these teams are ready.
Yeah.
Just the quarterback away, and it looks like they both going to go to a setback before long.
They look like they're deteriorating.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. So when Luck left, the
Mhm.
Colts been looking. Since Peyton Manning left, the Broncos,
Broncos been looking. Yep.
they've
Yeah.
been looking, man.
Yeah.
So they're a quarterback away. All right, gentlemen, moving on. We have the Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Final score 13-6. The Texans come up with a surprise win on this one. Real quick. Your top performers were from passing. Davis Mills, he threw for 24, completed 16, 140 yards. Top rushing from the Texans, Demir Pierce, 26 carries, 99 yards with 1 touchdown. And your top receiver was Nico Collins, 4 catches, 65 yards. Now moving on to the Jaguars, Lawrence, he threw for 47, completed 25, 286 yards, 2 interceptions. And now to the rushing from the Jaguars, Emmett, he carried the ball 10 times, 71 yards. And your top receiver from the Jaguars, it's Jones Jr., 7 catches, 104 yards. So yeah, DC, what do you think about this game, man?
Damian Pierce,
Mhm.
just turn him loose every week. Just give him the ball. And the 2 turnovers, that was a big deal for Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
That would hurt.
The
He's going to fix that problem because that's 6 in the last 2 weeks giving the ball away. So they're going to have a problem if he don't fix that. But other than that, it's a good win for the Texans, man. I'm glad to see them find, even though I'm a Titans fan, I'm glad to see them get one.
Yeah.
You know, especially they beat Jacksonville, and that's a division game. So that helps out a little bit.
Oh, what about you, Jerome? What are your thoughts on this game, man?
It's kind of funny because the Jaguars dominated this game. To be, if we're being honest, like if you look at the total yards, it's not even close. And I'm not sure how the time of possession went, but the Jaguars.
So the Jaguars had 28 minutes, and the Texans had 31.
Okay, what about the total yards?
Total yardage. Let me see right here. Total yards. The Texans had 248. The Jaguars had 422.
Yeah. So you see, so like you said, DC, the turnovers, ill-timed turnovers by Trevor Lawrence. He definitely has to fix that if he wants to be on like an Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning level. Because right now, that's what's holding him back. Pierce, that dude's a beast. Like he's Marshawn Lynch's son somehow.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's a good win for the Texans. Yeah. It's ugly. It may not be the most exciting football, but that's how they got to play. Yeah. They gotta make it ugly. They gotta turn the other team over to get a victory. So so that's good. They got their first win of the season. So
yeah, maybe like real quick, man. So the Jaguars, man, turned over the ball twice. All right, and penalties also came into factor. They had 6 penalties for 48 yards, and the Texans only had 4 for 25. So yeah, man. So at first, I picked this game the Jags to win. I was like, man, there's no way the Texans are going to come up with this win. But yeah, man, it looked like the Texans made the less mistakes, and they had better opportunity to run in the ball, and Davis Mills didn't intercept he didn't throw an interception, but he only threw for 140 yards.
He only completed 16 balls. Yeah. That's the weird part.
Yeah,
that's like 1994 football right there. But that's
not even that. That's 80s.
But that's how they got to play.
Yeah.
They got to play like Damian Pierce is Emmitt Smith and
Yeah, absolutely. Because your strong suit is not your quarterback; it's the running game.
It's the running game.
So
right.
yeah, man. So like you like I've been saying, I don't know why they got Burkhead back there, man. Mm-hmm. I get it, man, but I think you could have found another better backup than Burkhead. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think he's still important because he has some good blitz pickups.
Yeah.
Like
no, I'm saying for third downs, he's legit.
For third down, yeah.
But I'm not saying like
on first down,
yeah, absolutely. But you need somebody to complement Pierce, because if your running game is gonna be your strong suit, why not have a better running back than Burkhead? That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Burkhead is not that first and second down running back.
It's a big drop off.
Exactly. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Because we know Davis Mills is not the guy.
Right.
So yeah, man, and your top receiver from that side of the ball was Nico Collins, and another thing too, man. So I was looking at Christian Kirk, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Let me go over here and look at some box scores right here, man. But I don't know why he hasn't been throwing the ball towards Christian Kirk. He only had one catch for 11 yards, guys. Like what the hell?
I didn't watch the game. I didn't see if Stingley was on him or who was defending him. They may have played part because I know Stingley did pick one off.
A lot of Tampa too, and Trevor Lawrence couldn't get it in the windows, them tight windows like that.
There you go. Yeah.
And also, man, one more thing, man. Like Derek Stingley, next time you intercept the ball, and you're not gonna get more than 20 yards, just stay in the end zone. Like,
I seen that,
man. Like he intercepted the ball and he trying to run for it. Got excited. His first interception. I get it, but my man, you can't make little mistakes like that because you put your team at the second yard line. Dude. You can't do that, man. But luckily, hey man, the Texans got out of there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't make nothing out of the interception, but at least they didn't get a safety out of it, man. So I guess I got to see a positive with that negative.
Right. You know, these are the kind of games that the Texans have to play.
Yeah.
They have to keep the ball as much as they can. They don't want to get out there and get behind. That's the last thing they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to be playing catch up with Davis Mills throwing the ball.
No.
So your thing is you try to run the ball and you keep that score as low as possible.
Yeah.
Put the game in your defense and your running back.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So we're moving on. We got the Giants at the Packers, but this game was played at London. Early game. This was an 8:30 game. So real quick, hold on. Give me here. I'm going through a different type of page. All right. So your top performers from the Giants side. Jones, he threw for 27, completed 21 for 217 yards. Your top rusher from the Giants, Saquon Barkley, 13 carries, 70 yards. And your top receiver was Slayton, 6 catches, 79 yards. And Barkley had 1 rushing touchdown. And now moving on to the Packers side, Rodgers, he threw for 39, completed 25 for 222 yards with 2 touchdowns. Your top rusher from the Packers, Jones, 13 carries, 63 yards. And your top receiver, Randall Cobb, 7 catches for 99 yards. And time of possession, the Giants, 32 minutes. The Packers, 27. DC, what do you think about this, man? And 0 turnovers in this game also, gentlemen.
This right here got me scratching my head because I'm starting to wonder, are the Giants better than we think they are, or the Green Bay is not as good as we think they're going to be?
The Giants had 338 yards total, and the Packers only had 301.
Yeah, and, you know, Green Bay, Randall Cobb was the leading receiver.
Yep.
You got 3 or 4 other guys younger than him, but maybe it's a trust thing with Rodgers. Maybe that's why Cobb's had the most reception. But I would think those other guys, Dobbs and Lazard, would have had a bigger game than that. But there's something going on in Green Bay. Like I say, I don't know if the Giants are better than we thought they were, or Green Bay is worse than we thought they were. And it may be a little bit of both. But I'm sure Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come out. He'll speak about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay, what do you think about this matchup, man?
I can answer that question. The Packers aren't as good as we thought they were. They were touted as being a dominant defense. People been walking up the field on these boys. I was just waiting for the defense to show up and do something dominant. They couldn't contain Saquon. They couldn't contain Daniel Jones, and he was hurt.
Yeah, right.
And he was scrambling around, making. He played a good game. So the Giants are a little bit better than we thought. The coaching matters. That's why you get a good head coach. But the Packers are getting the Wildcat ran on them like it's the
and it's obvious.
It's the Dolphins with
Cadillac Williams.
Yeah, with all them. Yeah, like they getting the damn Wildcat ran on them. The Packers offenses is a mess, man. Like, so the only way they could move the ball was either running it or throwing it sideways at the line of scrimmage.
So, gentlemen, this right here puts the Giants tied second place with the Cowboys, and this puts the Packers now at second place in their division with 3-2, and that puts the Giants at 4-1. Yeah, man.
And another thing about this game is they lost to an NFC team. So if the tiebreaker comes down at the end of the year for the playoff, the Giants will get there before Green Bay because they beat them head up. You know, you have to watch those conference losses too, because you mess around and tie with somebody at the end of the year, that's what they're gonna go to next, the head.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Giants end up falling off, and the Packers kind of keep at this level. So Packers may be a 9-win team, and I think the Giants end up probably 6 or 7 wins, to be honest. By the end, but they could surprise it. They have been surprising. I think it might be level competition, but so far the London games are 2 for 2. Good game.
Good games.
Those are top 3 games each week that I've watched.
Very end of the game, Saquon got that in.
Yeah.
So far, the London games been better than the Thursday night games.
Oh God.
Oh hell yeah!
Boy.
They getting better product than we
I think the
getting.
Colts and Broncos ruined that for the whole year.
I think that's why the week feels so funny because it started out with that trash.
Yeah.
It started out just bad.
Well, I'll tell you what team is not trash right now. The Bills, man. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. Final score 3-38.
Ooh,
Did someone forget to tell the Steelers, that there was a game that day, man? Real quick, some game leaders passing from the Steelers. Pickett, he threw for 52, completed 34, 327 yards, one interception. Your top rusher from the Steelers, Warner, carried the ball 5 times, 24 yards. And your top receiver from the Steelers, Pickens, 6 catches, 83 yards. And now moving on to the Buffalo side. Allen, he threw for 31, completed 20 for 424 yards.
20 completions.
20 completions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. And your top rusher as well, Allen, carried the ball 5 times, 42 yards. And your top receiver from the Bills with 3 catches. Jerron, DC, listen to this. 3 catches for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my man, on that one.
Wow.
So real quick, total yardage, the Buffalo Bills had 552. The Steelers had 364, but only put 3 points. What the hell is that about? And both teams had 2 turnovers and time of possession. Believe it or not, Buffalo, 23 points. 23 minutes, and the Steelers had 36 minutes.
Quick score offense.
Yeah, absolutely, man. DC, what are your thoughts on this, man? Is Buffalo real or not real?
They real.
Oh yeah, they real.
They legit.
They really real.
My goodness. Look like he was on the playground playing, man. 3 catches, 170. Man, that's ridiculous. But
it was just throwing bombs, man.
Pittsburgh, they might well pack their 10 up because I don't know who they got this week, but it's somebody good. It may be Baltimore or somebody else like that coming up next because their schedule's going to get brutal.
It's getting rough.
So they're going to end up with one of them, look like a top 5 pick the way this is going. And I'd like to see what they're going to do with it, man. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So this right here, man, this puts Pittsburgh at 1-4 now, dead last in their division. And this puts Buffalo now 4-1. They're first place in their division. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
So I basically got the highlight package and just watched that. From that, it looked like a professional Madden player playing like a 13-year-old or 11-year-old, somebody who just picked
5-year-old right there,
somebody who just picked up the sticks. That dude was out of his mind. Speaking of Josh Allen, so he took over the lead for MVP. I'm kind of monitoring that one closely. Leading passer, leading rusher. That's bananas. And I feel bad for the Steelers.
Yeah,
that's one of the franchises that I respect the most because they just always competitive. Not no more. Not anymore. I think they're cooked this year.
You think the Steelers might look for another quarterback, or they gonna stay with Pick'em for another
That's
year?
what I was wondering, depending on how they draft pick be.
They need to look for another quarterback. The problem they have is Pickett, Trubisky, Rudolph. They're all similar skill set.
Yeah.
They need to look in their own division. Look at Lamar. Get somebody dynamic. And somehow they made Pickens the number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh. So
yeah,
I have no solution. It's just they're gonna have to figure that one out.
Do you think Trubisky would have looked better yesterday?
No. He would. It would have been
same thing, man.
Same thing, but more picks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and Buffalo, they legit, but I still think they need to go find a running back before the trade deadline. I don't know if Singletary's the guy for his minute because Buffalo is one of those teams. they may get the 1 seed probably in the AFC.
Right.
But what happens is just like last year when you get up there and you get that terrible weather.
Yeah.
And you can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know, when New England beat them that game,
Yeah.
they couldn't throw it because the wind was so bad. And there's a real good chance that time of year in Buffalo, you might have some terrible weather. And if you can't run the ball, man, one of them teams, a team like Cleveland will come in there and beat you.
Yeah.
You know, because they can run the ball.
That's a good point.
So they need to find somebody who they can hand that ball off to, man, before the deadline.
Because right now they built like the greatest show on turf.
Yep.
And then in Buffalo, when that's a good point because somebody like Kansas City could go up to Buffalo and beat them.
Yeah, just for running the ball.
Just for getting the
Chargers,
running game going.
just for running the ball.
That is a good. That's a good point. Because I was like at first, nah, they don't need a running back, but when it gets December,
they got some of the worst weather in the league.
Yeah.
So, but that's why they're building a new stadium for that reason.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna help them this year.
No, for sure. No, for sure, it's not gonna help them out this year. All right, gentlemen, moving on, man. We have the Chargers at the Browns. Final score on this game, 30-28. It was a close one, man. Your top game leaders from the Chargers, Herbert, he threw for 34, completed 22, 228, 1 touchdown. Your top rusher from the Chargers, Eckler, 16 carries, 173 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, my man. And then and your top receiver from the Chargers, also 10 catches, 134 yards.
Yeah.
Mike Williams. Have a day, my man, on that one too. Too bad didn't get no touchdowns in that one, but that's okay. Now go to the Cleveland side. Your game leaders, passing, Brissett, he threw for 34, completed 21, 230 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Nick Chubb carried the ball 17 times, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my man,
He's
on that.
A monster.
And your top receiver was Njoku. Njoku. 6 catches, 88 yards, no touchdowns. And total yardage, the Chargers had 465. Cleveland had 443. All right. So they're pretty even right there, almost. And turnovers, like I said, Cleveland only had 1. Chargers only had 0. And time of possession, the Chargers, 29 minutes, well, almost 30 minutes. And then the Cleveland Browns, 30 minutes, time of possession. DC, what are your thoughts on this game? Now, this puts the Chargers at 3-2, and this puts the Browns 2-3.
Well, this is when the Chargers are scary, when they can play balance like this. Eckler finally getting to carry the ball more. He's been using the passing game a lot, but now he got 16 carries, 173 yards. That's what they should have done from day one. Don't be experimenting with other things in the offense, man. You know who your horses are. Give them the ball, let them do what they do, and take some of that pressure off of Herbert. Because if they can keep playing balance like this, they're gonna be the team people thought they could be before the season started.
Yeah. What happened to the defenses? Both of these teams came through, and they were supposed to be top-notch defensively, a lot of talent, and this was a track meet. Yeah, but what you said is correct. When the Chargers can play like this, they're a scary team. And big respect for the Browns to stay in this track meet with the Chargers. They could have won that game. Late second field goal went wide. So
and back to the defense, but I knew once Bosa went down, it's kind of like when Watt went down for the Steelers. When you use that caliber of a guy coming off the edge, that changes your whole defense, man. The guy who applying pressure from the outside. Now, they good on the middle and the back end, but the guy who applied the pressure is Bosa, and he's gone for a while.
But Mac should be showing up, taking pressure off of their secondary. I just saw Amari Cooper cook J.C. Jackson a couple times.
All right, guys. All right, moving on, man. We have the Bears at the Vikings. Your game leaders on this one right here. I'm sorry, man. The final score was 22-29. The Vikings win this one. Your top leaders on this one, we'll go start on the Chicago side. Fields, he threw for 21, completed 15, 208 yards, 1 touchdown. Also, your top rusher, Fields, 8 carries, 47 yards. And your top receiver was Montgomery. Jesus, man, like did they trade places or something? Montgomery he 4 catches, 62 yards. Now we're going to the Vikings side. Cousins, he threw for 41, completed 32, 296 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And from the Russian side, Cook for the Vikings, 18 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my man. And then Justin Jefferson, 12 catches, 154 yards. Have a day, my man. All right, so real quick, total yardage. Chicago only had 271. The Vikings had 429. Both teams had one turnover each. Time of possession, the Vikings 36 minutes. The Bears 23. And just a little more information right here, man. First downs, the Vikings had 29. The Bears only had 14.
Those numbers right there scream 35-0 for me, man.
Yeah.
And I was watching this game, man. Chicago almost beat them up to the last 2 minutes of the game when Minnesota finally scored again. So this is another one of those. I thought they were just going to run right through the Bears because I knew the Bears wasn't going to move the ball like they could move the ball. And I'd be down, man. It was just a 7-point game, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. What about you, Jerome? We got on this one right here, man.
Like you said, the stats say it was a blowout. I just saw the game sealing defensive play was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Dude, think he got shook, fell down, then he ran after, snatched the ball from old boy and ran and slid.
Yep.
That was pretty entertaining, but yeah, this feel for the Bears. I don't know how they fix their problems because the stat line still shows that Justin Fields was a wing T quarterback pretty much, and we'll see how they evolve in the future. But what's the record for the Vikings?
So now the Vikings are 4-1. They're top of the division. Behind them is the Packers at 3-2. Then is the Bears at 2-3. Then Detroit at 1-4.
So Vikings. We can say a playoff team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. DC, we picked them for the division, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we picked them for the division.
That's a good pick. They're looking like probably the most well-rounded team in that division.
Oh, and they've already beat Green Bay, so they got a leg up on them.
Oh, yeah.
Already. All right, gentlemen, moving on. We have the Lions at the Patriots. The Patriots were wearing the throwback uniforms on this one. Personally, one of my favorites out of the NFL.
Yep, top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an icon right there. And all right, so your game leaders on this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Final score is 0-29.
Goose egg, them boys.
Hell? Like usually the Lions are pretty good.
They're the leading scoring team in the league.
Exactly.
They had to come back to earth sometime, I guess.
All right, so your top leaders on this one right here from the Lions. We're going to start off passing. Goff, he threw for 35, completed 19, 229 yards, 1 interception. Your top rusher, Williams, 15 carries, 56 yards. Your top receiver, Reynolds. Reynolds.
Yeah.
6 catches, 92 yards. And now going to the Patriots side, Zapp. He threw for 21, completed 17, 188 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And your top rusher, Stevenson, 25 carries, 161 yards. Man, that's good right there.
Ramondre.
Yeah. And then your top receiver, Myers, seven catches, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, my man, on that one. And total yardage, the Lions had 312. The Patriots had 364 turnovers. The Lions had 2. New England had 1. Time of possession. The Lions had 28 minutes and New England had 31. First downs. New England had 22. Lions had 17. Do you see? What do you think about this game right here, man?
I picked the Patriots to win this game, but I didn't pick them to win like this.
Yeah.
29-0.
29-0, man.
I know your best receiver didn't play very much, and your best running back wasn't there, period. But ain't no excuse for this. Get shut out by a backup quarterback like that. Third string quarterback. Backup quarterback, man. And not even the score. Nah, I don't know Detroit.
Man, but it looks like New England's defense was legit, bro, on this one right here. Jay, what do you think about this game, bro?
Some should have told me that the Patriots going to do this at home. Like,
I think it's that uniform, bro. I really do think
that needs to be their uniform.
Yeah, it needs to be, man.
There's no reason to go back to them ugly blue and gray joints.
Yeah,
those are too classic.
Man, it's iconic, man. It's very iconic.
Them and the Eagles need to go back to what's that green?
Yes.
That neon green one.
The Randall Cunningham.
Right.
Yeah. They need to go back to that.
Yeah, man.
And forget these newfangled modern jerseys. But some should have told me that the Patriots were going to do this to a fraudulent team. They always they expose. There you go. They're going to expose you. And then now, mark my words, the rest of the year, the Lions offense ain't going to be the same because Belichick he put their whole game plan out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now this right here puts Detroit at dead last in their division with 104, and the Patriots are still last in their division, which is weird to see, man.
Yeah.
Because for the past 20 years, the Patriots have been up there, man. Yep. But now that puts them at 2-3, last in the division, man. Behind them, I mean, in front of them is Miami with 3-2. You know, so yeah, gentlemen. Like I said, man, it's
the
weird.
Jets in front of them,
3-2.
The Jets will be in second place.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
All right, gentlemen. Moving on, we have the Seahawks at New Orleans Saints. Real quick on this one. Let me hold up. Give me a second. All right. So your game leaders. I'm gonna start off with the Seahawks right now. Geno Smith. He threw for 25, completed 16, 268 yards with 3 touchdowns. Is that Russell Wilson? Nah.
Better. Upgrade. They hit the upgrade button.
Mm-hmm. All right, and your top rusher from the Seahawks, Walker the third. 8 carries, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Not bad. And then your top receiver was Lockett. 5 catches, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my man, on that one. And then we went to the Saints side. Andy Dalton. He threw for 24, completed 16, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And your top rusher was Hill. 9 carries and 112 yards with 3 touchdowns. Have a day, my man. And then your top receiver, Kamara, 6 catches, 91 yards. Real quick, some team stats. The Seahawks threw for 396. The Saints threw for 438. Turnovers. The Saints threw for had 2. Seahawks had 1. Time of possession. The Seahawks 22 minutes and the Saints 37. And first downs. The Seahawks only had 15. The Saints had 26. DC, what do you think about this game, man? Did you watch this game?
I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, good game, back and forth game. And once again, Taysom Hill, Swiss Army knife. Giving teams headaches and fantasy owners headaches.
He's robbing Kamara fantasy owners.
Yes, man. But good win for the Saints. Maybe Kamara will get it together first game back. Saints, they Jekyll and Hyde, man. They really are. And I don't even know if Olave is going to be able to play. He got a concussion, man. That was a pretty bad hit.
Pretty bad concussion.
That looked real bad. He didn't even move when he hit the ground.
Yep.
Then he ended up walking off on his own power. But the way this concussion stuff is going these days, man, they may sit him for the game. And Michael Thomas ain't even playing, so it's going to probably be Taysom Hill all over again next week. But it was a good win for the Saints.
Yeah. Jay, what do you think about this game, homie?
Got to give some props to Geno. Geno been stepping up. A lot of people clown him. Like you remember, I said the Seahawks gonna be better and closer than you thought. Geno been stepping up. His highlights are crazy. He got some pretty good touch on on his rollouts and on the run. But his defense, they trash. They gutter juice. They're terrible. Everybody's going up and down.
Yeah.
And again, that's on Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's a defensive coach, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
His defense is getting murdered.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it's like they didn't game plan for Taysom Hill. It's like they unveiled it's not like they unveiled a brand new weapon.
Right.
So Taysom Hill, 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing,
all touchdowns.
One fumble. He had a fumble recovery, 112 rushing yards. He had kickoff return yards. And I know he tired. After that game. 22 passing yards. He did everything for them.
He did.
But yeah, I mean, back and forth game, good game. I thought the Saints would have been a little tougher defensively at home, but I think that just shows you how good Geno played.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you was on this earlier in the year when you said you thought they were going to be better than they are.
Oh yeah, they got the weapons.
Yeah, and it looks like, Lockett and Metcalf, they're back in business.
Yeah.
A lot of people during the fantasy, they stayed away from those guys.
Yeah.
But now those guys are showing up. So it's going to be interesting how this goes.
Who would you rather have, Lockett and Metcalf, or Sutton and Jerry
See,
Jeudy
that's what I'm
right
saying.
now?
That's why I don't understand why would Russell leave that?
So
when it comes to receiver, he didn't go and get better receiver. He got equal or less. He didn't get better.
He left.
So I don't understand why.
A route technician and a beast.
Yeah. In a backfield that he left is just as good as the one he went to. So I don't understand what he left for.
So again, that just gives Geno a chance to show what he has. So, and I'm proud he's looking good and getting the wins, but he's looking good.
He's forcing the Seahawks' hand on this one. What, you gonna pay me or what you gonna do at the end of the year?
Yeah. What you
he's
gonna
making
do?
it tough on him.
Yeah, man. Like the Seahawks just want to show the Broncos, look, you can have this right here, but it's gonna cost you some couple first round picks. And and he wants a new contract as well. I don't know, man, but so far the Seahawks, I picked the Seahawks to be dead last in that division itself, man.
A lot of people did.
So
I think I did too.
Yeah, like I wrote them off, man. But man, look, they're right there. I want to say what, they're in third place.
Probably. I think the Cardinals lost again.
Yeah. I think they're in third.
All right, gentlemen, moving on to the next game. We had the Dolphins at the Jets. Final score 17-40. The Jets win this one right here. Real quick, some game leaders. We're gonna start off from the from the Dolphins side. Thomason. He is your third string quarterback from the Dolphins. He threw 33 times, completed 19, 166 yards, 1 interception. Your top rusher was Morissette, 18 carries, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Pretty good right there. And your top receiver was Hill, 7 catches, 47 yards. Now moving on to the Jets. Your top passer was Wilson. He threw for 21, completed 14, 210 yards. And your top rusher was Hall, 18 carries, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Not bad. And also, your top receiver was Hall with 2 catches, 100 yards. That's crazy, man. All right. And then team stats real quick. The Dolphins had 295 yards, and then the Jets had 322. Turnovers, Miami had 2, Jets had none. And time of possession, the Jets had 30, almost 31, and then the Dolphins had 29. And first downs, the Dolphins had 19, the Jets had 21. So yeah, DC, what do you think about this upset right here, man?
Man, I knew the Jets were going to be competitive this game, but I didn't think they were going to do this. I guess Bridgewater went down real early.
Yeah, he did.
So that changed a whole lot from the receiving to everything. They just wanted to give the ball to Mostert at that point. But, the Jets are going to compete, but I wasn't expecting anything like this, especially you still got Tyreek.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Waddle on
And
the
Waddle.
team. Even with the quarterback, you think those guys will still be able to get something and get open. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I wanted to check and see what Sauce Gardner was doing. I really wanted, but I didn't get a chance to check this one out. But
Yeah.
good win for the Jets. They needed that division win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this puts the Jets at 3-2 and puts Miami also at 3-2, tied for second place.
Yeah.
But right now, with that win, that puts the Jets at number 2 now. Jay, what do you think about this game, homie?
Pretty surprising. Although the Jets do have a squad, if they get the quarterback position, they got good running backs, good receivers. O-line you need some work, but they can draft for that. Yeah. And the defense was balling out. So Sauce Gardner, one pass defense, one interception, forced a safety. And I think he gave up a completion percentage of what's that? Passer rating against it was 34.2 when he was in coverage. Yeah. So he balled out, and he looks like a future star.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was the score? 40-17. 40-17. Yeah, they put it on them boys, and Teddy went out early, so I think the Jets have a nice, exciting young team.
Yeah.
They just gotta get Zach Wilson under to be just like the other young cats they got, and they'll be all right.
Yeah, as long as you don't lose the game.
Yeah,
use your playmakers. Don't lose.
They got playmakers.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dolphins, man, they had 11 penalties for 102 yards, and the Jets had 5 penalties for 105 yards.
Oh, they was just going. They was just going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was going at it. That's all it is.
Yeah. But you guys got any more on that, man?
No, I'm just if it's concussion for Teddy, and you got 2 hour concussions.
Where you go?
What's next? Are they gonna let Tua come back? That's gonna be interesting to see because if Skylar Thompson is the quarterback, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
They might run with some Wildcats too.
You got to do something.
They got to do something.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, moving on. We had the Falcons at the Buccaneers, a divisional game on this one. Final score was 15-21. The Buccaneers come up with this game. Game leaders right now from the Falcons side. We have Mariota. He threw for 25, completed 14, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. And your top rusher, also Mariota, seven carries, 61 yards. And your top receiver was
Zacchaeus.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Yeah, that was 2 catches, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Now to the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, he threw 52 times, completed 35, 351 yards with 1 touchdown. And your top rusher was Fournette, 14 carries, 56 yards and 1 touchdown. And also your top receiver was Fournette with 10 catches, 83 yards and 1 touchdown. I guess Fournette had an awesome day that game. Team stats real quick. Total yardage. The Falcons had 261 yards, and the Buccaneers had 420. Time of possession. The Falcons had 30 minutes, and the Buccaneers had 29. Turnovers. There were 0 turnovers in this game. And first downs, the Falcons had 19. The Buccaneers had 26. DC, what do you think about this game, homie?
It was real surprising to me. I didn't think it was going to be this competitive. But Brady, it looked like he was doing a whole lot of checking the ball down.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's injured or what's going on. It's going to bring the question back like I did with Green Bay.
Yeah. Well,
is Tampa Bay not as good as we thought they were, or is Atlanta better than we thought they were going to be? And I'm starting. It may be Tampa Bay, man. I don't know. Something's going on. There's no way this game should have been like that at home against the Falcons.
Well, what's so crazy about that, DC, is like in the first quarter it was 0-0. Second quarter was 0-13. And the third quarter was 0-8. And not to the fourth quarter.
Right.
Atlanta came up with 15 points.
15 points, yeah.
And the Buccaneers just held their own. But, Tom Brady off the field, I guess he's going through some stuff right now. Some people were saying that he's going through some divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, what do you think about this, man?
I didn't catch much of it. It was closer than I thought it would be.
Mhm.
I did catch that roughing the passer call. That was tough.
I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
So clean move to get to Brady. Brady spinning away. The defender spinning away. So he spun Brady to the ground, but it was like almost the Tua play, but it wasn't on purpose.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they threw the flag, and the whole world went crazy.
Oh, man.
That it was a questionable call, but after what happened to Tua, I know they had their antenna up for that kind of play.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it's Tom Brady.
And it's Tom Brady. So that gave them the game right there. I think that was going to be a fourth down after that, and they were able to just to run the clock out.
Yeah,
but we'll see. What's the Buccaneers record now?
So now
3-2.
Yeah, so that's 3-2. They're number one, and now that brings the Saints at 2-3, number 2.
Okay.
Puts Atlanta tied up with the Saints at 2-3, and Carolina's at 1-4.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But yeah, man, like it's crazy.
That division's still open.
Yeah, basically, it's still open, man. It's only a game away to first place, to be tied first place at least. DC. So what do you think about everything going on with Tom Brady right now, man?
Man, I don't know, man. You keep hearing bits and pieces here and there, but man, whatever it is, I hope they figure it out and start to do what they're gonna do and move on, man.
I tell you what, man. I don't know. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter, Jay. That
I was just about to bring it up. You talking about Antonio Brown?
Bro, you saw that?
I seen what he posted. Yeah, about the daddy don't.
Yeah,
Daddy's leaving home.
Yeah,
Daddy's leaving home, and then he was in the window.
Yes, he was in the window.
Why Brady was leaving?
Bro,
that dude's bananas, and that's 2 weeks in a row. He did some stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, I seen it, man.
That image, that book cover, bro, is like, and Antonio Brown's in the corner.
Yeah.
It like, bro, that's some fucked up shit,
I've seen that book cover before, but AB, he edited it and put himself in
there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brady as the guy walking out.
And then he puts Giselle on that cover too.
Yeah, it says, Daddy doesn't live here anymore.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. I seen it first thing yesterday morning on Twitter.
And then he put the eye black under Tom Brady. That's crazy. He living dangerously.
Yeah, man. And that man invited you into his house and everything, man.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened, man. Where did it go wrong?
He's implying that that him and Giselle had something going on.
Oh boy, I hope that don't. Oh man. Boy,
I think Brady is going through a lot of stuff right now, including rotating all his receivers. So it's going to be a down year. Their team is good enough to win that division. They're going to be a playoff team, and they're going to be a tough out when they get into the playoffs too.
All right, gentlemen. Well, moving on here. Hold up, I have to get my laptop to charge and to load up real quick. Next game we have the Titans at the Commanders. DC, did you watch this game, homie?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, we have the Titans at the Commanders. Final score 21-17. Titans win on this one. This puts the Titans now at 3-2, and this puts the Commanders at 1-4. Your game leaders. We're gonna start off with the Titans. On Tannehill, he threw for 25, completed 15, 181 yards and 1 touchdown. And your top rusher was Henry, 28 carries, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my man. And then your top receiver was Westbrook, 2 catches, 72 yards. And now to the Commanders, Wentz, he threw for 38, completed 25. He threw for 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And your top rusher was Robinson, 9 carries, 22 yards. Damn. And then your top receiver was Brown with 2 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Man, that was a bombs right there. And real quick, some team stats. The Titans, they had 241 yards total. The Commanders had 385 in total. Turnovers, Tennessee had 0, and the Commanders had 1. Time of possession, Tennessee 32 minutes, and the Commanders 27. First downs, Tennessee had 15. The Commanders had 17. Yeah, man. DC, what do you think about this game, bro?
Thank God for Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Able to control the ball like that. We one of those teams also. We not looking to be in a shootout at all, especially with the secondary we got. When that guy 2 for 105, I knew that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be McLaurin that did it though. That's who I thought was gonna be Scary Terry was gonna be the one that get us, but it was the other guy. And good win, but we still got to figure out something in that secondary, man. We really do.
Absolutely, Jay. What do you think about this game, man?
I
know it's a sorry game, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough. Anytime the Commanders are involved, it's going to be a rough game.
I'm not saying it because you're Titans, bro. I'm just saying that, But yeah,
I just want to see what grocery store Winston's going to be bagging up at, because that guy right there.
Yep.
Nah, man. If anything, man, he's gonna be a backup, bro. He's gonna be a backup.
Turnover was a bad timing for Wentz when he threw that interception.
That was a bad one.
Yep.
And I don't know what he saw in there. it was double covered.
Yep.
Angle route to his running back. I mean, I don't have much on it. Tennessee #1 in the division.
Yep. So it's funny you mentioned that. So this puts that Tennessee 3-2, #1 in the division, and then puts the Colts at 2-2, Jacksonville 2-3, and that puts the Texans at 1-3-1. Yeah. And then of course that puts the Commanders dead last in that division.
Yeah, you can count them out, right?
Yeah,
they're done. Yep. They need to look for a quarterback coming up too.
Maybe a head coach too.
Definitely, yeah.
And maybe a package deal coming down the line.
Yeah,
for Washington.
They're gonna clean house.
Yep.
Yeah. Might as well clean the owner as well. Since
yeah. Get him out of here.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, moving on, man. We're going to move on to the 49ers at the Panthers. Final score on this one was 37-15. Jesus. Hold on real quick. Got this thing that have to get loaded up. All right, so game leaders. Garoppolo, he threw for 30, completed 18, 253 yards with 2 touchdowns. Jesus, that's good. And then your top rusher was Wilson Jr. Carried the ball 17 times, 120 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, my man. And your top receiver was Akuyu with with 3 catches, 58 yards. And moving on to the Panthers, Mayfield. He threw for 37, completed 20, 215 yards, 1 interception. And your top rusher was McCaffrey, 14 carries, 54 yards, and 1 touchdown. And your receiver was Smith, 4 catches, 69 yards. Team stats real quick. Total yardage, the 49ers had 397. The Panthers had 308. And time of possession, the 49ers had 30 minutes and the Panthers had 29. Turnovers, both teams had 1 each. First downs, the 49ers had 20. They had 22 first downs and Carolina had 15. So this right here puts now the 49ers top of the division with 3-2, and this puts Carolina dead last in their division with 1-4. DC, what do you think about this game, man?
They are who we thought they were, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I thought would happen, and it happened. But the 49ers defense, man, it's tough. And speaking of head coaches, D'Amico Ryan probably going to be at the top of the list next year.
Yes, sir.
The defensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
But he's probably going to be at the top of the people who need a coach. I think he's gonna probably be at the top of that
Just
list
go
next
to.
year,
He
man.
should stay in Carolina. Go
right there. I
right.
say he already there.
Yeah, go to Carolina.
Right there, man.
You know, like he went for some interviews this year, man, but he turned down a lot of jobs, just because he said that he wants to go to a right situation team. I understand, man. Like, man, like you know, if you go to an organization that's already failing, what makes you think that you're not going to fail there as well? You know, especially if you don't have a quarterback. You know, like quarterbacks don't come around, man. But yeah. Jay, so what do you think about this, man? What do you think about this game? My bad, man.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, like you're saying, D'Amico should go over there. Matt Rule, I thought he was going to be a decent head coach. He came in talking all the right things, but it isn't working out. They finally started using McCaffrey the right way, but Baker, ooh,
oh man,
man,
Yeah, that's it, man. Right?
Like,
It has to be.
he took 4 steps back. It seems like last year in Cleveland was way better than what he's doing right now in Carolina, and you could tell in the post game interviews it's getting to him.
Yeah.
Like they starting to ask questions about his job security and all that kind of stuff, and he's looking pretty depressed out there. It's time for him to go. Time for Matt Rule to go. And they have talent, and they're just not using their talent the right way.
Yep.
The receiver should be more DJ Moore every single game, and they just can't find a way to get him going. But the 49ers, if they just keep playing like this, they right back to where they were last year. Yeah. Play away from Super Bowl status.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan can make anybody into a star. It seemed like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think maybe Mayfield just needs to take a year off. You know, just hold a playbook and
he ain't had no choice.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of backup, he's a backup.
Yeah, him and Wentz both
of them.
no
both of them is Chase Daniels backup.
Absolutely, but every time I see Garoppolo look better, it makes you question once again the 49ers.
Drafted Trey Lance?
Exactly, man. And like, imagine they could have a better opportunity with another player, you know?
Yeah.
It makes you question that, man. You could have just kept Garoppolo there, man. Garoppolo looked good that game, man.
Oh, they're still gonna come back to the front. They still got to answer for that. At some point, you have to answer for that, man. The number 2 overall pick. Yeah. If it don't work out, all the draft capital you gave up for that, and the guy never gets to play for you, somebody got to answer for that one.
Absolutely.
And Garoppolo is guaranteed gone after this year.
Right.
He's moving on.
No doubt.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, moving on. We have the Cowboys at the Rams. Final score on this one was 22-10. Cowboys come up with the win on this one. Game leaders, we're going to start off with the Cowboys. Passing, rush. He threw for 16, completed 10. 102 yards, and your top rusher was Pollard with 8 carries, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. And your top receiver was C.D. Lamb, 5 catches, 53 yards. Moving on to the Rams, Stafford. He threw for 42, completed 28, 308 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And your top rusher was Akers, 13 catches, 33 yards. And your top receiver from the Rams, 7 catches, 125 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day, my man. Total now team stats, total yards. The Cowboys had 239. The Rams had 323 turnovers. The Cowboys had 0, and the Rams had 3. Time of possession, the Cowboys had 29 minutes. The Rams had 30. First downs, the Cowboys had 10. Rams had 14. Now, gentlemen, this puts the Cowboys at 4-1, second in the division, and this puts the Rams 2-3, second in their division. DC, what do you think about this game, bro?
I picked the Cowboys to win this one, man. Yeah. That defense, something else, man.
Yeah,
they're a problem. They're a big problem for the league, man. just on all three levels, man. And and then when you spend somebody like Stafford, he gonna give it to you anyway. If you're the worst defense, he gonna find a way to give it to you. And once again, it's just, man, it's he's always going to Cooper Kupp, man. I understand Kupp is good, man, but people catching on to that.
Yeah,
people are catching on to that. You got to figure out another way to beat these teams other than going to Cooper Kupp, man. He's almost forcing it, and then good teams gonna pick up on that.
Man, but Cooper Kupp had 125 yards, man.
He did.
Yeah, one came off of a 75-yard.
Yeah, that
big
catch
play.
after run. Catch after run. Yeah.
But after that, they had him in check.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
He busted that one.
Yeah, he did. But Jay, how excited are you about this, man?
The defense is marquee.
Yeah.
They're worth any ticket price to go see them. Right now, they are like Javonte Davis. They some beasts. They're the marquee of the team. I need to apologize to the Joneses because they made some decisions that are working out. Getting rid of Lyle Collins. I watched him against the Ravens. That dude's a bust of a signing. Getting rid of Amari still hurts, but they're working through it. They knew Gallup was coming back, and at one point, like after week one, I think I wished death on Jerry, and I think I wanted to put my hands on Steven at one point. So I got to apologize for that. They didn't. Yeah, that's just not right. But the defense is elite. It like Kraft said, monsters at every level.
Yeah.
Like it's just they're a bunch of beasts. They play angry, and if I had to put my money on them, like put a battle royale of squads. I don't think anybody's beating the Cowboys defensive squad. They got a bunch of monsters, bunch of barbarians that on their team, but I'm pretty surprised. I like I love the defense. Rush just keep not turning the ball over. That's it.
Hey man, he's taking care of the ball, bro. That's all you can ask, and you got to depend on that running game, which they're doing, and the defense is fucking, like you said, man. They're stepping up, man.
And I got to do the ignorant Cowboys fan thing. So last year, the Cowboys should be placed as the Super Bowl winners just on the fact Cincinnati backup quarterback. What we do to them? They was in the Super Bowl. Rams, they won the Super Bowl. So I want to take the title away from the Rams and give it to us because we backup quarterback beating the Super Bowl champs and the Super Bowl runner-up.
It's crazy, DC. Like 4 weeks ago, this guy was
this
guy right here, like that's it.
I was
it's over.
Stressed out,
stressed out, man. But now look at him. Even he said he has to go in his cowboy mode time.
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh?
You gotta be a little ignorant every once in a while.
Hey man, I get it though, man. When your franchise quarterback goes out like that, man, like you're the whole season just comes a flash in front of you. And you say, man, that's it, man. I'm at this point, I'm just ready for the draft and all that, man.
But now, when he does come back, they got a shot to do something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what. They got a shot to Dak control the ball. You got more talent and skill than Rush. That means, in my eyes, more points. And the defense still hasn't allowed 20-point game to any team this season. So we'll see. I would like to see it coming up, starting out this Sunday.
And give Pollard a few more touches.
Oh yeah,
My goodness, man.
A lot more touches.
It's right there in front of you.
Yeah, a lot more.
In front of you.
Every time he touches, he does something with it.
Man. Also, that game, man, like in LA, the stadium was half of Cowboys fans.
Oh yeah. They did that. I think they went there last year and did the same thing. But it was early in the season like this. They went up. All the Cowboy fans showed up, man.
Well, man, there's a lot of Cowboys fans in that around that area, right?
That's the reason why they go out there, because they want to service all the California for training camp.
Yeah,
They want to service all the California Cowboys fans, and I saw a video Cowboys fans jumping a Rams fan. I'm like, y'all can't be doing that in LA, man. They shoot out there,
man. Well, it's like every game has a fight, man.
Yeah,
like it's expected now, you know.
Yeah, but they showed the crowd reactions. There was a lot of blue.
Yeah, no, absolutely a lot of whites and blues.
A lot of navy blue, not the Rams blue.
Yeah, not that. What was it? Royal blue.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah,
that's good, man. No turnovers, man. That was a good thing for the quarterback.
Absolutely.
But he only threw the ball 16 times. Now you think when Dak come back, how's that gonna change? Only 16 pass attempts.
Dak needs to top out at 23.
Okay, see.
It needs to be the same thing, but Dak needs to top out at 23, and he needs to run the ball at least 6 times a game. And then I would be happy because that's the formula that would. They're pretty much unbeatable if Dak gets 23 completions, 6 rushes, defense. Keep hitting the quarterback, getting pressures just like you're doing. You'll be all right.
Because it seems like they're not throwing the ball unless you make them throw the ball. As long as they can run the ball.
Right.
You know.
And it's timely throws.
Yeah.
They're doing the right throws at the right time.
Yeah.
Receivers got to catch the ball.
Right.
But they're doing the right. They're taking what the defense gives them, and that's all you need to do.
That's it. Don't get cute.
Yeah.
Don't get cute.
The
defense gonna take care of it.
Give me 21 plus, and I think we can survive.
Oh yeah,
that.
They can beat a lot of teams like that just scoring 21 points.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on, Jerron, we're going to talk about your division rival, the Eagles at the Cardinals. Final score on this one was 20-17. Eagles win this one. This puts the Eagles now at 5-3. And this puts the Cardinals at 2-3.
Yeah,
5-0.
5-0.
Oh, 5-0. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5-0, and that puts the Cardinals now at 2-3. So, game leaders, passing. We will start off with the Eagles. Hurts, he threw for 36, completed 26, 239 yards. Your top rusher will also Hurts, 15 carries, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Your top receiver was Goddard. 8 catches, 95 yards. And now to the Cardinals side, Murray threw for 42, completed 28, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Your top rusher was Connor, 9 carries, 55 yards. Your top receiver was Brown, 8 catches, 78, 1 touchdown. Team stats, total yardage from the Eagles, 357. And from the Cardinals, 363 turnovers. Arizona had 1. Eagles had 0. Time of possession, Eagles 34 minutes. Arizona 25 minutes. First downs, the Eagles had 24. Arizona had 23. Now, this puts the Eagles at 5-0, top in the division, and this puts the Cardinals 2-3, third in the division. DC, what do you think about this game, bro?
Man, it was okay. They went back and forth. They won on like field goal with a minute to go. But I thought it was gonna be a little worse than this. But the Cardinals figured out how to stick around. But it wasn't good enough for them, man.
Yeah. Jay, what do you think about this game, man?
Yeah, back and forth game. I figured the Cardinals would come out and put a pretty good fight to them.
Yeah.
The real test for the Eagles will be next week, Sunday.
Who they playing?
Cowboys.
Oh.
I want to see. I want to see Hurts under pressure. That's what I'm waiting to see. I don't think anybody lit them up like how the Cowboys can get after them. Depending on that, we'll see if they're real Super Bowl contenders or not. But they squeaked out, what's that, back-to-back pretty close wins. And Hurts is playing at a pretty good level. I just hate. I don't know. I no, it's not that.
The Eagles.
No, well, I do hate the Eagles, but I don't know. I might be just old school, but I hate when your quarterback is your leading rusher and your leading passer. I don't know why. It just irks me. I'm like, no running back could get 50 yards, bro.
Miles Sanders comes and goes, man.
I don't know. That just, it rubs me the wrong way whenever your quarterback has to do all that.
So
go ahead.
All right, so let me give you the past 4 wins that the Eagles have played. The past 4 teams that played the Lions, the Vikings, the Commanders, Jaguars, and the Cardinals. Out of those 5, we could really say the Vikings are the most contender teams, right?
Right.
And the other ones are, I'm not saying they're bad, but they're not good. So yeah, but they did beat the Vikings 24-7 though.
Yeah,
but it's crazy
they
with other teams. They're close games, mind you. With the Lions, it was 35-38.
Yep.
With the Jaguars, 29-21.
They could have lost both of those.
Exactly. And now with the Cardinals, 20-17.
And there was a field goal kick away from getting tied in overtime.
Exactly. But with the Commanders, they were 24-8.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we can only just imagine what type of games we're going to have next Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
When the Cowboys play.
Where are they playing at?
In Philly.
Philly.
Man, you know what, Jerron? I say we should go to Philly, bro.
Oh no,
but not wear cowboy gear. But
I ain't going. Y'all got to fight with me,
man, bro. If someone touches you, man, I'll fight with you.
Yeah, let's go then.
Hey, if you pay, bro, I'll go. Do you see you down or what? Man?
I'll be out of town, man.
Oh man,
I'll be out of town.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Moving on. The last game of the second last game right here. It was Sunday Night Football. We have the Bengals at the Ravens. Divisional game right here. It's pretty entertaining. Is what you expect from a divisional opponent. Game leaders. We're gonna start off from the Bengals side. Burrow, he threw 35, completed 24, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Your top rusher was Mixon, 14 carries, 78 yards. And your top receiver was a Hurts, 6 catches, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. And moving on to the Ravens, you had Jackson, threw for 32, completed 19, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Your top rusher, also Jackson, 12 carries, 58 yards. Your top receiver was Andrews, 8 catches, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. And team stats real quick. The Bengals had 291. The Ravens had 325. Time of possession. The Bengals had 30. The Ravens had 29. Turnovers. Both teams, 1 each. First downs. Cincinnati had 20. Ravens had 22. So this right here puts the Ravens at 3-2, and this puts Cincinnati in 2-3. Ravens top of the divisions, and behind the Ravens is the Browns, then the Bengals, then the Steelers. DC, what do you think about this game, bro?
Hard fought game, back and forth. At least Lamar didn't get 100-yard rushing again this week.
Yeah,
I wish he did.
Save the Bengals, but yeah, man, the Bengals. That's 2 games they've lost in the division, man.
Yep.
That first game of the year when they lost to the Steelers, I'm having a feeling it's gonna come back to haunt them, man.
Yeah,
because
that's the Steelers' only win.
Right.
Yeah.
The only win is a division game, and they still got to play Baltimore again and probably Cleveland twice. So yeah, but it was a hard fought game. I thought the Bengals were gonna get them, but I don't know what happened with T. Higgins. I don't know if that would have made a difference. Probably could have, but hard fought division game, man.
Let's ask the real question, man. What's up with Chase, man? How come Chase wasn't a factor in this game, man?
They rolled every coverage. Once T. Higgins was out, every coverage was bracketing Chase, which was the smart thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Hayden Hurst got loose a little bit. To me, it was a sloppy game.
Yeah.
Like, I know these
from both sides.
Yeah, from both sides. I know these are divisional foes and all that stuff, but Lamar missed countless throws.
Yes.
He was so.
Especially at 4-2, when he had that receiver wide open in the end zone.
I don't know what it was, but it was a sloppy game. Joe Burrow didn't look all that crisp. Yep. It's a lot of low completions this week, and it just it continued into this game. I did think Cincinnati was going to get them.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a undercover Ravens fan a little bit, and so I'm glad that the Ravens pulled it out. But overall, sloppy. And then the defenses were too many bad penalties. I mean, hard fought game though, entertaining game. It wasn't what I came to think of both of
I thought it was
those.
going to be more points than that.
Yeah, both of those teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it kind of sucked, man. Like I was expecting a more high scoring game, man, but it was one of those close, kind of sorry games, you know.
Yeah,
It wasn't clean, man. So
yeah, it was just a grimy game.
yeah.
And not even like the fun grimy
Yeah.
to me. You remember like the how the Steelers and Ravens would get it would be like a
Yes,
9-6 game,
Yeah.
but it was just fighting back and forth,
Entertaining the whole
entertaining.
time. You know?
This one was it was okay. It just was sloppy to me.
Yeah, it was sloppy. All right, gentlemen, moving on. That's it for the games for Week 5. We still got one more tonight. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Who knows? Maybe the Raiders will come with the upset on this one.
Yeah.
You know, so far the week has been going for Week 5 in the NFL.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna watch that game, of course. I'm picking the Chiefs
Yeah,
to win that
I'm going
game.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah. All right, so let's go to Week 6 and let's start picking our games. Once again, gentlemen, we have another. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a disappointing. It's gonna be a disappointing Thursday night game.
That'll be 3 weeks in a row where it's weird games.
The battles of the sorry games continue. We have the Commanders at the Bears. DC, who you got this game,
Somebody's
bro?
got to win. Huh?
Somebody has to win, or who knows? It might be a tie.
0-0. Man, give me the Bears, man.
Bears. Jay.
I'm going Commanders. They can't be that bad. They can't be that bad to lose to the Bears.
All right. So moving on, we have the 49ers at the Falcons. DC, who you got in this one, bro?
Niners.
Niners? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Niners.
Yeah, me too. Niners. All right. We have the Patriots at the Browns. This one should be a good game right here. I really want the Patriots to win this game. I don't want the Browns to win. How about you, DC? Who you got?
I'm picking the Patriots to win.
Yeah, Patriots.
Because I know Belichick is going to take away what you do best.
Mm-hmm. And that's
He's going to be on Nick Chubb. He gonna make Brissett throw the ball and
Yeah.
beat him, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on Nick Chubb.
and
He's gonna load the
defense-
box up. He's gonna
Yeah.
load it up and try to stop the run, man.
Yeah.
I actually got the Browns. I think this is going to be a Kareem Hunt game.
Yeah.
This is where he's going to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And playing with your third strings got to catch up to you at some point. So I got the Browns at home.
Yeah. All right. Moving on, we have the Jets at the Packers. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
This one might be a sleeper game right here.
That might be an undercover good game.
Yeah. DC, who you got on this one, bro? I'm still thinking about it.
Almighty. Oh man, give me the Packers, man. But not by that 7. They got them. They're gonna be by 7. Give me the Packers. No, it says they're favored by 7.
Yeah, they're favored by 7.
Give me the Packers to win, but it ain't gonna be by 7. I don't think.
I'll take the Packers too. I think this is when their defense is gonna finally show something.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take the Packers, man, just to be a safe bet. We have the Jaguars at the Colts.
Man, speaking of
Man, week 6 is gonna look sorry.
this is gonna be an ugly competitive game, back and forth ugliness. Give me the so what are we looking like with Jonathan Taylor?
That's what I was wondering.
Was it a 1 year scratch? 1 week scratch?
I don't know. I hadn't heard anything else.
I don't know, man, but
So no Naheem Hines, maybe no John. I'll go Jaguars.
yeah, I'll go Jaguars
Jacksonville.
too. Yeah.
But I just watched him.
I know.
This is
I know it, man.
let's pass.
That's what I'm saying. That's what-
I'm not looking at that game at all.
All right, so we're gonna have the Vikings at the Dolphins on this one.
Oh, Vikings.
For the Vikings. I don't know what the
Vikings.
quarterback situation is
Yeah.
going to be like for the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
man, you don't know this one, no. as well, man. But yeah. All right. Bengals at the Saints.
Ooh,
Give me the Bengals, bro. I think Burrow's gonna come up and show up, show love to.
At least that gives me something to look at.
Yeah, this
Burrow
right
coming
back to Louisiana,
and also Jamal Chase.
Yeah, all the Louisiana boys. Yeah,
so they're gonna have family in town.
Yeah, Lyle Collins is from Louisiana. They got a whole bunch of LSU cats on there.
So basically, goddamn, I hate to say this, man, but I think the Bengals are gonna be more Saints than the Saints are that day.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not in New Orleans, man.
I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah.
Saints. I think they're gonna actually beat them down. To be honest,
Give me the Saints, man.
Saints,
because even New Orleans cats, knowing more New Orleans cats are coming to town, they really gonna be Aggie for that game.
So right now the Cincinnati are favored to win this one.
Are they really favored? How many?
1 point.
1 point.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 point. And then we have the Ravens at the Giants. This one should be a good game.
That
right
should
here.
be a good.
But the Ravens are favored to win by 5 points.
Yeah. And the Ravens.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
go
take
with them,
Ravens.
but that's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Better than most people think it is.
Yeah.
Just looking at the names, you know.
Yeah, you got old Baltimore coach coming. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then we have the Buccaneers at the Steelers. Buccaneers are favored to win this one by 8 points.
On the road.
Yeah.
I say I'll give them 14.
Yeah. At least 10.
Yeah.
Give me the Buccaneers, and Brady sits out the fourth quarter, man.
Ooh, man. Yeah, that's college rules.
They sit Brady out for the fourth, man.
They would do that with the Heisman Trophy winner in college. I'm going Buccaneers too.
Yeah. Okay. We have the Panthers at the Rams.
Oh,
Rams are
man.
favored to win this one by 10.
The real question is how many pick sixes they're throwing during this game.
Oh,
man. I think it's one by
Oh.
each team. That's going to be 14 points by pick six.
Man, give me the Rams.
I know
man.
it.
Yeah,
I know
Rams.
it.
Give me the Rams, and I'm gonna do a DC right now. What's his name? Stafford's gonna sit out in the second half.
Oh no, because he's gonna give them points.
He's gonna keep him in the game.
He's gonna give them
He's gonna
points.
keep him in the game.
Aaron Donald's gonna be a monster. I'm taking the Rams.
The Rams.
All right. This should be a good divisional game. Cardinals at the Seahawks. Cardinals are favored to win this one by 3 points. It's gonna be a close game, man.
Yeah, give me that Seahawks.
Give me I'm with you.
I'll take the Seahawks on this one.
Give me Seahawks.
Man, they're at home and they're
underdog at home.
Underdog at home.
Their defense is terrible. Y'all gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Ooh, this could be a good game. I wish this one right here was a primetime game. The Bills at the Chiefs.
All right, now we're talking. Now we got a real. See, this is how every game is supposed to be like this.
In Arrowhead.
Now we're talking.
Ooh,
That's a revenge game.
Yep.
All right. So DC, Buffalo is favored to win this one by 2 points.
Yeah.
Who you got, DC?
God, I hate going against Mahomes. Ooh, Buffalo, man. Give me
Ooh,
Buffalo.
you got
man. I hate
Buffalo.
going against Mahomes, man. Give me Buffalo, man. I think they've been waiting on this one. I think this one circled on the calendar for them.
Yeah.
Even though it's a regular season.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think this one might be circled on the calendar for them right there,
Man,
man.
hey, just by curiosity, man, do you know how much some tickets are going for right now?
Oh, shit. That's about
Probably.
$400.
Shoot, I'll say around six.
Well, nah, ain't that much, man. So,
on average.
no, bro. Right now is the price at $274.
Yeah.
Ain't bad.
On average.
No, for this game. For this game.
The Chiefs.
That's
Where's their seat at, though?
Oh,
Yeah,
of course
but-
we're gonna nosebleed.
Okay, that's what I'm
But that's
saying.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I was
Right.
thinking about every
Right.
seat on
Right.
every seat.
Yeah.
No,
we're at that
like
275,
all
yeah.
these tickets are projected nosebleeds, man.
Okay.
Those put the cheapest ones in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
$274. Hey,
Yeah.
man, if you're a fan for one of those, if the Texans were good as the Bills and Chiefs, I'll pay that money to go watch my team play
Yeah.
another good team like that.
Yeah, no, that's a marquee game.
Yeah. So all right, so DC, you pick the Bills.
Give me the Bills. You know what? It's hard with Mahomes, man. It's tough.
You know what? I'll take the Bills as well, just because they got better weapons than the Chiefs.
I'm gonna take Mahomes. I'm gonna trust my boy Mahomes.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's gonna be a tough one. All right, man. This one right here, prime time, Sunday Night Football. Jay, Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles are favored to win this one by 5
By
points.
5.
Why is?
The Rams were favored by 5 too.
Oh wow.
I'm telling y'all, man, we should go out and watch this game. We should go watch the Bills and the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
Shit, man, that'd be a good night right there.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm gonna be honest.
Be honest with us, bro. Oh, think about it, DC. Who you got, bro?
Man, I'm gonna go with
Now
Eagles.
the real question
Eagles
is
at home.
No, the real question is Prescott coming back in this game?
Oh, well, see, ain't nobody that news ain't popped up yet.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna go with
So
Rush.
let's say with the backup.
But either way,
with Rush.
Either way, I was gonna go Eagles at home. Like Jerome, what I'm worried about with the Cowboys on the defense, man. Hurts might not be a guy you can put a lot of pressure on. He's the guy where you got to stay in your lanes, man. Don't overdo it, man. When you run by him, he'll be going the other way. Especially when you come off the edge, you open up a hole. You know, sometimes pressure ain't good. But man, just because they're at home, give me the Eagles. It ain't no 5. I don't know why it's 5 though. Give me the Eagles, man.
All right. You know what? On this one right here, man, I'm gonna take the Cowboys, just because they got the better defense.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say that Hurts got to stay in his lane,
no, I'm talking about the defense got to stay in their lane.
Okay.
Don't just. You got to be. Your technique got to be on point.
Don't let him loose.
Yeah.
Keep him bundled up. What you want him to do is throw the ball. You don't want him running.
That's right.
You want him throwing it.
I'll take the Cowboys because of the defense, bro.
Yeah.
After what they showed me last night, the defense looks legit. So yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Something to monitor is Michael Parsons had a sore groin. I need to get a confirmation. He played through it and he had a game-winning sack.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna be okay. I think they're gonna play him more at linebacker to spy on Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Cowboys 21-20.
Yeah.
21-20.
21-20.
It'll be that close of a
It's
game,
gonna
Jay?
be that close.
Yeah, those growing injuries, one you have to wear the soft tissue, man. Anytime you hear growing or hamstring, man, that stuff can go the whole year long. Man.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is Sunday night.
Yep.
So it gives them like at least an extra day to heal up.
What you said, Ron, that makes sense. If they put him at linebacker, the spine
Yeah.
hurts. They're gonna have to. Somebody's got to do that.
Yeah,
They're gonna put him on.
Have to do that.
He's gonna rush third and longs, and then I think they're gonna spy him with. They're gonna take turns.
Yeah.
The safety Jerron Curse and Michael Parsons spying on that boy, and then it's gonna be big dog. AJ Brown against Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. This is going to be good.
And the best
Eagles,
man wins.
Yeah, it's going to be good all over the field because the offensive line of the Eagles is pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good too. So,
yeah.
Really looking forward to this.
So, yeah, 21-20 Cowboys.
So, Eagles, Cowboys.
And if Dak wins, it's going to be 28-20 Cowboys.
Okay.
But I don't think he's going to play, so that's why I'm giving 21 to Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Monday night game, divisional, Broncos at the Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, don't even ask.
Chargers are favored by 6. And so finally, when we reach to week 6, the bye week starts.
Yep.
And we have the Lions, the Titans, the Raiders, and the Texans on bye weeks.
Yep. That's it. Lions, Titans, Raiders, Texans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the bye weeks right there, gentlemen.
The Raiders might be a little frisky tonight then. If they're going on bye week, they might go all out.
Maybe.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Way this weekend been going, hey.
Yeah.
He must surprise me this week.
It's weird.
Yeah. Y'all boys ready for some fantasy stats?
No. Fantasy is killing me this week.
Yeah, man. Me too. In the Big Dog League and ours, I'm winning that one. I think that's gonna put me in now at 4-1. DC, what do you think about? How about you? How do you look in that league of ours?
4-0.
About to be 5-0.
Might
be 5-0. Huh?
Yeah, might be. Yeah.
Jay, where you at on that one, bro?
Terrible. 1-4.
Yeah.
1-4. Can't get a quarterback to save my life.
All right, so let's go to fantasy. Talk a little bit of fantasy, man. Like, all right, so you top performers from fantasy. Does anyone want to give out? Don't be cheating, Jay.
Oh, I
Your boy Eckler, probably.
No, talking about for quarterbacks.
Oh, quarterback.
oh,
Yeah,
it's Josh
quarterbacks.
Allen.
Oh,
Yep.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen.
Josh Allen, dude, at
Yep.
35,
Mm-hmm.
and then Hurts at 27, and then Geno Smith at 24, Cousins at 22, and Wentz at 21. Are y'all boys saying surprised at any of those? I'm surprised that
Wentz.
with Geno, to be
I
honest.
was
Wentz
surprised,
played our
Geno.
secondary, so
Yeah.
you play the Titans secondary, you're gonna probably be one of them every week. That's how you stream your quarterback in fantasy. Whoever the Titans play, you find their quarterback if they're available.
The crazy part, I could have played Geno or Kirk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're going to running backs. We actually got a tie on running backs. Y'all always want to take a guess?
Ooh, Eckler.
It wasn't Saquon this week.
You got one right. What was Eckler?
Eckler, Brees Hall.
No, Fournette.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
35
He was their offense.
Yeah, 36 points each.
Yeah, he was.
And
their
then
offense.
Hall came out 27, Henry 27 as well, and Dalvin Cook at 26.
26 Dalvin. Them touchdowns.
And also, man, honorable mention on Nick Chubb with 25 points.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, putting it in there.
All right. Top guess for receiver?
Mike Williams.
No.
Ooh.
Mike Williams not even top 5.
Dog. Who had a game?
Do you see who you think, bro?
Man, I'm trying to see now.
Oh, Cooper Kupp.
No.
He top 5?
He's top 5.
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm saying top dog.
Oh, top number 1. I'm trying to think.
Wasn't in Seattle. Wasn't Miami this week.
No, it wasn't mine. It's obvious. Gabe Davis.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
Gabe
right.
Gabe Davis, bro, with 32
He went
points.
crazy.
Jefferson's 30.
Yeah.
Lockett, 27.
Oh, Seattle.
Cooper Kupp, 25. And Damian Brown with 24.
Yep.
And
Washington?
Yeah, he played the Titans secondary. I'm telling you,
Oh,
you better
yeah.
stream anything
Yeah.
passing that play the Titans.
And also honorable mention, Diggs with 24, and Jacoby Myers at 24, and Mike Williams at 23.
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers, bro.
He's still on some waiver wire.
Yeah.
He is, bro.
All right. Just don't know what you're going to get when you put him out there, man.
This one right here might throw y'all off, man. Type tight end who performed week 5. This is going. It threw me off right now when I just took a look at it.
Who's you probably Taysom Hill.
It's Taysom.
Yeah,
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom, Mark Andrews.
Taysom Hill, 34 points. Mark Andrews with 22.
Yeah.
Gerbert at 17. Hurts 17, and I can't pronounce this dude's last name. Njoku.
Yeah.
For 14. Now let's go to defenses, man. Ooh. Top defense. Who y'all pick?
49ers or Texans?
Nah.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah.
22 points, bro.
Yeah, Dallas.
Patriots 17.
Yes,
49.
they scored a touchdown.
Yep.
49ers 15.
Jets.
Broncos 13. Colts 12. The Jets are
when both of your defenses are in double digits, that's a bad game.
yeah.
When both defenses double
The
digits.
Jets were number 6 with 11 points, bro. Yeah. And let's go to kickers, man, because kickers are people too, man.
Yeah,
Top kicker.
It's got to be that Thursday night game. One of them guys, McManus.
Nah,
McLaughlin.
I think he only had 10.
No. Your top kicker was Folk from the Patriots.
Okay.
18 points. Yeah. And then you have McLaughlin, you said? Yeah. 17.
Yeah.
17.
Colts.
And Tucker had 16. Santos from the
Bears?
From the Bears,
Yeah.
15. And yeah.
Gano?
Who?
The Giants wasn't on there? Graham Gano?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Maher?
No, it's dude from the Chargers.
Oh,
they just picked them
they
up.
just picked them up, yeah.
Because
yep.
I had the damn kicker.
Yep.
This dude didn't perform. So
Yeah,
the backup kicker for the Chargers, he had 12 points.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, gentlemen.
Wow.
That right there, man, puts us right there. Week 5, man, with fantasy football.
See, the fantasy stuff is frustrating because you mentioned so many names that nobody even has, or nobody could predict. We're going so Geno, and then who's the other quarterback you said? Kirk. Wentz. Yeah. Where your big dogs, people, the Bradys, the Rodgers, nowhere to be found.
No, well, Brady was number 6.
Brady was 6.
Yeah, with 19 points.
So who?
He had 350 yards passing,
but he had an interception.
Yeah.
Lamar had a down game. Joe Burrow had a down game.
Lamar had 14 points, bro.
Yeah.
Herbert had 14 points.
That's a down game for Lamar.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
backbreaker right there.
Matthew Stafford, he had 14 points, bro.
And he barely got points, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to change my process because I can't go with these streamable quarterbacks no more. Yeah, it's too tough trying to guess who's gonna do something.
Bro, Russell Wilson, 9 points, bro. The fuck, man.
That means I didn't do nothing. But stuff is going to start to shake with the bye weeks rolling around. People have, you can only have a certain amount of positions on every team. So when some people going to start dropping.
That's my only hope in the big dog league. That's my only hope is when people start shuffling
stuff around,
sitting players.
Yep.
Man, do you want to know how many points Cooper Rush had?
He probably had 7.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, because they only had 100 yards.
Yeah, 102 yards passing.
Still won the game.
Yeah. No
interceptions.
And they can miss me with that. He should be starting over Dak. Dak, 102 yards passing. Get out of here.
Yep.
So what about running backs, man? Are there any running backs that surprised y'all that went up there?
It was surprising that what they did with Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams was hot.
Yep. New England, man.
New England just shut him down.
You take your best thing away, man. You got to figure out another way to beat them. What you've been doing all year don't work when you play them, man.
Yep.
They figure out a way, Belichick.
Yeah, man. So you had some running backs out there. I mean,
I should have started with Mondre. Yeah. Everybody was saying start him. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, but I think Harris got hurt.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a long term.
Yeah.
If it is, then that's your starter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So also Penny, he's out for the season.
So
he's out.
Severe ankle. He messed his ankle up.
So that youngster Walker finna come in. Finally, Kenneth Walker.
Guess who can pick him up? This guy. Because I'm thinking I'm number 2 in the wire.
I want to do an investigation on Fredo because all his leagues he was high waiver. Because we gonna have to see. I want to see your waiver system.
It's right there. Like it's not hidden. It's right there. I mean, you can go. Can.
I'm sure you can switch them around. I want to do an investigation.
Hey, DC, back me up on this one. Once the season
started, I'm number 1, right?
I'm about to check that right now because.
Hell, here we go.
I'm gonna go to my league management tool.
No, we try.
I'm about to go.
See, this is
check it out, Fredo.
Hey, so next year, what I want to do is. I want to use them free agent bucks. I want to put the free agent, but everybody gets 1,000 free or 100 free agent bucks, and you got to spend them wisely. Because every league I'm in, I'm at the bottom of my waiver system, and I'm like, I ain't been doing nothing.
Hey, bro, look, why you mad at me, bro? He's number 1. He's about to pick him up. I'm number 5.
I haven't used mine all year.
No, you haven't
used the waiver pick all year.
Yeah, man. So so DC he's number 1.
Look, next year
we're doing like Chuck be saying, man. This fool should not be playing with the.
But see what happens in some leagues, it resets every week.
Yeah,
like I would be the last because I'm in first place. They would automatically every week put me at the bottom.
See, I don't like that way either.
See, this one right here, you just sit there until you make a pick.
Yep.
But some of them they reset by
it's
the
right
worst.
here.
The worst team is always at the top.
Lock individually at scheduled game time. You see what I'm saying?
I like the.
And it says waiver order move to last after claim.
Right.
Never resets order.
Right.
So if you don't use it, you don't lose it.
You just sit there the whole time.
See, I like to
every week. You see, like there's some leagues that every week it resets. If you finish last in that one, you push you on top.
You get top.
No, I want to do it to where you have your own budget. So if me and him both wanted the same running back, he bids $20, I bid $24.
Man, but people don't got money like that.
No. I'm talking about it's virtual. It's not really. They call it free agent bucks or whatever.
Oh,
free agent acquisition bucks or something. It's called Fab. So everybody starts out with $100 bucks, quote unquote, and let's say a quarterback is hurt, you bid on it.
Okay.
And if you win your bid, it just subtracts them bucks from your thing. That's something I've been interested in trying out because I hate the waiver system. Either way it goes to me, it feels kind of janky.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So right now that puts DC at 1. Boy, Chuck's gonna be pissed off because he's number 2.
Oh, Chuck, no. See, I got him like that last year when Henry got hurt.
Oh,
and I picked up.
Yeah, man. Boy,
and I picked up Foreman last year.
But the good part is you're gonna have to drop somebody.
I try to draft some of my bye weeks. Don't do that, man. I try to do that close. Like I passed up on some players just because I didn't want too many people on that same bye week.
Yeah, man. So
I dropped Herbert. Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because right now, DC, you're number 1, and number 2 is Jeff. Number 3 is Mike Flores, and number 4 is me. Number 5 is your brother, Josh, and then Dustin's number 6 on the winning bracket, and then on the other bracket, we have 7 boss all bosses. That's you.
Yeah.
8, that's Mike Hutchins. 9, that's Aaron, and Chuck at 10th place with 0 wins, man.
I'm gonna make a run because I do have a talented team. It's just I need a soft quarterback. Not even matchups, yeah, but I had Jared Goff. For some reason, I went crazy and put him in, knowing what would happen. But yeah, I mean that's all I got.
Yeah, look at Dustin. Like he's gonna get him another win. Pat's Mahomes.
Man, so you need a quarterback, Jerome?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you willing to give up?
I need to know the quarterback. I definitely need to know the quarterback.
Yeah, I can't make that trade with you, man. I only got one quarterback. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want him.
Well, quarterbacks are down anyway.
Yeah.
Like most people who have one quarterback, their quarterback's not doing great. I'm just bottom of the quarterback scoring. My quarterback's average probably 6 points a game. It's been nasty. It's been disgusting. I'm bouncing between. I played you with Tua when he got hurt.
Oh yeah.
I played Golf when he got sorry. I played Kirk Cousins. He was sorry. I've been searching. It's been a wasteland. Played Aaron Rodgers first week. No, I take that back. I played Trey Lance.
Young. Yeah, Lance.
I played Trey Lance.
Yeah, first week.
Oh man.
So if I go through my scoring, my high quarterback probably was like 12 points. It's been ugly.
Yeah, man. I don't know, gentlemen. I don't know. It's been a crazy week, man, with football.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Like, is there any more anything else you want to talk about, man?
No, I think I'm good.
DC,
I'm good, Fredo.
you good? Well, guys. Well, if you haven't followed us on Facebook, man, please do follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Please like, subscribe. That'll help us out very much. But other than that, see y'all next Monday. DC, see you.
Another show.
Jay. All right, man. See y'all next one, man. Later.